How's it going, tiny little hot dog cuties? Today we're going to be talking about my personal skincare routine as one, a medical student who's constantly busy and on their feet, and two, someone who's currently experiencing hormonal acne because of the fact that I'm currently on testosterone replacement therapy and I'm kind of going through like a second puberty in the beginning couple of months. Starting this therapy. So before I get started, I want to address a couple of things because not everybody's skincare routine is gonna work for you. I have a personal type of skin that reacts a certain way, and I have hormonal acne, not adult acne, and because before I started testosterone replacement therapy, I had no acne on my face. My acne was completely gone. But while I was growing up, during my first puberty, I had acne so bad, guys. It was so bad that I had cystic acne all over my face, and people would be like, why are there so many bumps on your face? Like, you know how kids are, they're mean. So they would always be like, why is there so many stuff on my face, which made me really self-conscious. So before I started hormone replacement therapy, that's something I talked to my doctor about. I was like, I had this really bad acne when I was growing up. Is it possible that I can prevent that? And she said, actually, generally acne patterns tend to be similar when you start some sort of hormonal replacement therapy, but sometimes you may get acne at other places. But I was really worried about that. At that time, when I had acne as a kid, I didn't really take care of my skin that well, and I wanted that to change. I also didn't drink enough water. So I wanted those things to change so I can handle it better, but I had a huge limitation. One, I'm kind of broke. I'm living only on like maybe $20K a year because I'm a student, and student loans only pay so much for living expenses. So one, I needed a skincare routine that was inexpensive so I don't have to buy super expensive products that's like over $100. I can't afford that at all. If you're watching this video and you're looking for something like that, this video might not be the best for you. But I kind of want my routine to be a foundation towards how you're going to approach your routine, because I think you need to tweak your routine to your skin and your limited time frame and your budget. This is kind of like a guide, especially for other guys out there who are doing testosterone replacement therapy and are having these issues. I especially want to reach out to you guys, and for other medical students or people who are living super busy lives and have to do it on a budget. So here are my criteria. One, it has to be affordable. So every product in my skincare routine is under $20. Under $20, nothing more than that. Two, it has to be a routine that's manageable for people who are constantly on their feet. Sometimes I'm not home for hours at a time. Sometimes I just don't have time to get back home. Sometimes I only have maybe 5 minutes for grooming every single day. So I need to make something that's quick, easily done, and I can kind of do it along with the things that I'm already doing. And two, it needs to target hormonal acne, not just adult acne. So let's actually get started, and I'm gonna show you the products that I personally use. Once again, you are not required to get the same exact products I have. If you find something similar, something that's cheaper, I assure you it'll work probably just as well. It's just that these products are available to me. I did my research on these products, and I can say that they work very well for me. Alright, so let's get started. So the first thing I do in the morning is I get up and I use a face wash, and preferably I use something with salicylic acid, which is kind of like the over-the-counter acne medication treatment you can probably get with any other acne face washes out there. I'm specifically using the oil-free acne wash from Neutrogena. This one was actually recommended by my dermatologist back when I first started getting acne as like I think a 10-11-year-old. He was always telling my parents to always use this because it's cheap, affordable, and it gets the job done. And when I used this as a kid, it worked, but it didn't work as effectively. And also, I didn't take care of my skin that well back in the day, but now I have to kind of worry about my complexion because it sets an opinion on my patients and people who are going to be seeing me when I go on clinic rounds and stuff like that. So I use the Neutrogena oil-free acne wash. I think it was around maybe $5 to $6, depending on where you get them. I got this one from Walmart. I'm sure CVS has bigger sizes and things like that. And this one has 2% salicylic acid. So there you go. The next product I use has to do with something to clean up my face throughout the day. So what I use is a toner. I have cotton balls on hand, so whenever I come home, before I leave home, I use this toner to clear off the grease in my face that has accumulated in the last couple of hours. And there are two that I have on hand right now, and they both work effectively well. One is more expensive than the other. So the first one, here are the toners. These are astringents. This Clean and Clear one, I used all of it. You guys see there's only a tiny bit left. I used all of this, and this is the one that I've been using for a while, and it works great, and it's cheaper than this one. This one has 0.5% salicylic acid, I believe. Yes, it does. And this one has 2%, and this is the Neutrogena Clear Pore Oil Eliminating Astringent. To be honest, guys, they both work very similarly. If you wanted more of an extra kick, get this one. If not, get this cheap one. There's also just witch hazel. You can buy witch hazel. It's even less expensive than this, and witch hazel will do just as well. And yeah, this one I believe was $45, and this one was $7 to $8, I believe. The next thing we're gonna talk about is that I always like to use a facial scrub because I accumulate blackheads on my face throughout the day, and I've had blackheads, guys, for the longest time. I've had blackheads for years. Like, I was telling my girlfriend, like, we've been together for almost 5 years, and I've always had blackheads on my face, and she's always pointing them out, like, I don't like that you have blackheads on your face, like, can you get rid of them? And I'll be like, no, I can't. But the truth is, guys, I was using the wrong products, so I had those blackheads, but now they're very minimal. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but they're very minimal, and I used to have them quite a lot. And what I've been using is a daily gentle facial scrub. Currently I'm using the Aveeno Positively Radiant facial scrub. This one was around $7 when I bought them. I want to emphasize that don't just get any facial scrub. Some of them are very harsh on your skin, and they recommend you to use it maybe 2 to 3 times a week. It's better to get a daily gentle facial scrub. One, because it's gentler on your skin and you can use it every day. Because when I was reading this article about a dermatologist actually recommending daily scrubs, because when you're doing it 2 or 3 times a week, you get all of this accumulation in your face, and then you rinse it all off, and then you let more accumulation on your face and rinse it all off. There's more of a grace period where you're accumulating dirt, grime, old dead skin on your face before you're cleansing it. So if you're using it every day, your skin's gonna look brighter, healthier, and more radiant. So that's why I recommend this. Just a daily gentle face wash. This is the last thing I do before going to bed every night. Every night I put on some retinol cream. I have the Liliane Naturals retinol cream that I got off of Amazon. You can use any type of retinol cream. This one specifically has 2.5% retinol by volume. Honestly, I did not do enough research to know how much of an effect percentage of retinol you need by volume of a product to get good results. But I've been using this one and it's worked pretty well, and I got this for around $20, and I've been using it for the past month and a half, and I still have some left over. I don't overly excessively use it, just enough for a thin sheet over my face. I don't use too much. I want to make it last as much as possible, and this one has really done well with clearing away some of the sunspots accumulated over the years driving to and back from school, undergrad specifically, because I'm a huge commuter, and I drove during rush hour time, and that's also the time when the sun would hit my face constantly, and I had all of these like sunspots in my face, which made me kind of self-conscious. But this one has been doing wonders at getting rid of them. And you may be asking, why would I use a retinol cream? And I'm here to provide you guys some information on that. So retinol is actually vitamin A. It's a form of vitamin A, and it can be converted into something called retinoic acid. Now, retinoic acid is a compound. Once it is converted from retinol or retinal, AL, is that it promotes cell turnover. It promotes your cells to make new cells. And when you apply it to your face, it promotes your skin cells to make more skin cells, and the old ones wash off. Essentially, they flaw off. So you can get rid of these sunspots because your cell turnover is much better. You get more even tones. It also makes your cell turnover throughout your face more even. That's why I use this retinol cream every night before going to bed, and then I wash it off in the morning with this baby. Last but not least, guys, once a week I use a Dead Sea mud mask, any type of mud mask that will soften up your face, just to make my skin soft, like, you know, when the ladies, or when the men's, or when my mama like puts her face against mine or just holds my face, they'll be like, oh my gosh, your face is so soft. And that's why I use the weekly mud mask. And that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple. This one, by the way, this one is the Dead Sea mud mask from New York Biology that I got on Amazon. There's also a ton of other companies on there. I think I bought this one for $15. So in the end, that's my thing. It's pretty easy. I do this in the morning, right? I can do it pretty easily after brushing my teeth. I do the toner when I come home. When I leave home, it just takes at most 1 minute to do this. And then finally at night, I do this face scrub after I brush my teeth, and then I apply this cream, and then once a week on the weekends I put on this mud mask. That's it. It takes me altogether throughout my entire day less than 10 minutes to apply all these products and use them, and altogether $64. $64, and it lasts me at least guys 3 months of usage. So if we round it down to 60 divided by 3, that's like $20 a month that I'm spending on all these products, and they work well for me, and it's affordable and cheap. I can't afford something any more expensive than that. And obviously, if you guys are like, ooh, $20 a month is still really expensive, remember that there are cheaper alternatives to all these products. I even pointed out how this one was much more cheaper, and Witch Hazel, of course, is a billion times more cheaper than those two toners. Again, I want to emphasize to you guys, this one is a method that's also working for me specifically. You're gonna have to tune your method to how your skin feels and how your skin works and your schedule. Also, before I forget, I carry this giant 1 liter blender bottle with me constantly, and I try to finish 3 of these every single day. Just hydrate. Keeps your skin looking vibrant, fresh, beautiful. Water is the #1 component to this entire thing, and it's completely free. So, well, I do pay water bills, but it's still free. So it's really important to have good hydration. One thing that I do want to point out, guys, before you start any sort of acne care treatment, ask your doctor. Be comfortable asking your doctor, should I be using these products? Because your doctor can have a good insight on how your skin is. I know a lot of people, especially with people who aren't in the medical field or things like that, they feel nervous about telling their doctor everything because they feel like the doctor's either going to judge them or not give them good advice. But to be honest, guys, doctors are there for your best interest. They're there to recommend you things that you should be doing, and you may be uncomfortable with the fact that they're telling you to do something that you don't want to do, like let's say smoking cigarettes, but they're doing it for your best interest. And if there's a doctor you don't feel comfortable at all sharing any of your personal information with, maybe that's not the doctor you should be going to. You should be going to someone who is open with you, and even though like you're making poor decisions, like I eat really badly, and my nurse practitioner and my doctor will go out of their way and tell me that my eating habits are poor, but I feel very comfortable telling them that. They give me no judgment. They just tell me what I'm supposed to be doing. And yeah, they'll push me a little bit, but it's not to the point where I feel like they're weighing down on me. So if you're not seeing a doctor that you don't feel comfortable with, maybe it's time to switch it up a little bit. But I told my doctor about all of these products to see if these products will work well for me, and she gave me the A-OK. And that's why I decided to go through with it. It's always good to ask your doctor, and they might even have some recommendations for you specifically that I haven't highlighted in this video. I hope this video has helped you guys out. If you like this video, please share, like, or subscribe if you want to see more. I love you guys, and I hope to see you on the next video. Mwah. This has been. See you on the next one.